Deconstructing the glance, the psychology of looking away. Let's get right into it.
Have you ever caught someone staring? Picture the exact moment. You're sitting on a crowded train, or maybe across the room at a local cafe. You turn your head and suddenly, boom, you lock eyes with a complete stranger. The tension is absolutely electric. Then, almost instantly, they snap their head away. So, what just happened? It feels deeply personal, right? The mind immediately starts rushing to conclusions. But the underlying psychology reveals a completely different story, one that's going to change the perception of eye contact forever. Let's decode the fascinating mechanics of human observation.
This entire micro-interaction unfolds in mere fractions of a second. It's literally a high-stakes, split-second negotiation between two human minds. In second one, the brain unconsciously scans the environment and notices a person, analyzing multiple data points simultaneously. In second two, eyes meet. That's the exact point of connection. By second three, raw instinct takes over, leading to panic and an immediate look away. This rapid sequence bypasses logical thought completely. It's pure biological reflex, designed to manage sudden emotional exposure.
When that rapid break in eye contact happens, the human mind just races. The immediate, anxious questions start flooding in. Was something wrong? Did they judge? Or perhaps, is there a problem with the way someone looks? The brain automatically assumes the withdrawal as a negative reaction to being seen. People internalize the broken gaze as a harsh form of social rejection. But, as we'll see in this explainer, psychology points in a completely different direction.
Beneath the surface, a biological scanner is firing constantly in the human brain. It unconsciously evaluates others in literal milliseconds. It checks faces, reads emotions, assesses body language, calculates potential danger, and measures social status. So, when someone looks over, it absolutely doesn't automatically mean anything negative. Their brain simply found something interesting enough to capture attention for a split second. The glance is really just the brain gathering data.
But the dynamic shifts the exact moment the other person realizes they've been noticed. This triggers profound psychological pressure, a sudden, emotionally intense vulnerability sparked by direct eye contact. Prolonged eye contact increases emotional awareness and intense self-consciousness. It forces people into a sudden moment of genuine connection, completely stripping away the armor of anonymity. That sudden intensity carries some seriously heavy emotional weight.
And you know what? This intensity is massively amplified in modern society. Think about the stark contrast between real interaction and screen communication. Today, the vast majority of communication happens safely behind screens. People can edit their thoughts, pause, rewrite, and completely hide their genuine reactions. Real, in-person stares completely remove that digital shield. Direct eye contact feels raw and exposed. When faced with that sudden vulnerability, the absolute most common human reaction is to simply escape it quickly.
So what are the real hidden emotional triggers behind that quick retreat? Well, notice that negative judgment is rarely the driving force. Instead, people look away because they feel nervous, attracted, intimidated, insecure, or wildly curious. They feel emotionally exposed. Understanding this shifts the focus completely away from negative assumptions and reveals the deeply complex emotional reactions happening right beneath the surface. It completely reframes the entire interaction.
Here's a fascinating fact most people never realize. People often look away fastest when genuine interest is involved. This is the panic of attraction. Attraction creates sudden, overwhelming anxiety. When someone finds another person appealing, their brain becomes hyper-aware of being caught looking. Pure panic kicks in, and the internal alarm just screams, "Don't make it obvious." This is especially true for shy individuals who will look, get caught, and retreat instantly to hide their racing emotional response.
Confidence changes this dynamic entirely. Highly confident people hold eye contact longer because they don't fear social judgment. They remain calm and collected under pressure. On the other hand, insecurity prompts a quick break in eye contact. Those battling insecurity fear being evaluated. Avoiding the gaze reflects social anxiety, low self-esteem, or feeling intimidated. The quick look away is simply a psychological shield deployed instantly against emotional discomfort.
Despite these realities, the human mind inevitably falls into a massive overthinking trap. A totally meaningless glance is suddenly magnified into a perceived disaster. Thoughts spiral. This is terrible. A major embarrassment just occurred. People become completely trapped inside their own thoughts, assuming harsh judgment is raining down on them. In reality, most quick glances are completely unconscious, and the other person forgets the interaction within seconds.
Yet the mind treats it like a major life event, generating massive anxiety out of thin air. Why does the brain overreact so intensely? It's actually a hidden evolutionary trap. Humans are biologically wired to care deeply about social acceptance. Thousands of years ago, survival depended entirely on the ancient tribe. Rejection meant physical danger, isolation, and ultimately, death. The modern mind still operates on this ancient hardware. It treats tiny, meaningless social interactions like life-or-death survival situations, making a simple break in eye contact feel profoundly threatening.
This introduces a really fascinating concept: psychological presence. Presence means commanding attention through deep confidence, calmness, and unwavering emotional control. It's not always about physical attractiveness, it's about intense energy, mystery, and raw uniqueness. Some people naturally command attention without ever speaking a single word. When people encounter someone with strong presence, they feel psychologically seen and emotionally exposed. This intensity naturally causes them to break eye contact first. It fundamentally alters the silent power dynamic in any room.
This creates a silent power dynamic. The person who stays calm and holds the gaze appears vastly more confident. If someone looks away quickly, it rarely means the interaction was awkward. Ironically, it usually means the person holding the gaze projects a massive psychological presence. Making someone look away is a true testament to strong personal energy. The eyes reveal a silent, primal negotiation of confidence happening continuously, without a single syllable being spoken.
Human behavior is incredibly complex. A single glance reveals raw emotions that words never could. Curious, nervous, attracted, or intimidated, the hidden conversations are happening silently all around us. So, armed with this psychological insight from today's explainer, observe the world differently. Step into the public arena and pay close attention to these micro-interactions. The deep dynamics of confidence and emotional exposure are playing out constantly. Who will look away first next time? The answer will reveal everything.